Hello, my lovely people, and welcome back to a Let's Play of Portal 2. Still sick, still not giving a shit, still doing this crap day in and day out. And I think I may have fucked up somewhere. Wait. Yeah, no, wait, fuck. Did I? I don't know.
In case you're interested, there's still some positions available for that bonus opportunity I mentioned earlier. Again, all you gotta do is let us disassemble you. We're not banging rocks together here. We know how to put a man back together. So, that's a complete reassembly. New vitals, spit shine on the old ones, plus we're scooping out tumors. Frankly, you ought to be paying us.
Like I said last time, I don't think you guys know what a tumor is. I'm pretty sure you probably put a tumor in me before. I'd rather you... no. Well, no. I don't know. I've never had a tumor, and I don't particularly want to ever have get a tumor. That's a very, very, very horrible thought. Because tumors usually mean cancer in some form or way.
Thank you. I can't believe I'm thanking these people. For staggering your way through Aperture Science's propulsion gel testing, you've made some real contributions to society for a change, and for that, humanity is grateful. If you had any belongings, please pick them up now. We don't want old newspapers and sticks cluttering up the building. For many of you, I realize $60 is an unprecedented windfall, so don't go spending it all on, I don't know, Carolyn, what do these people buy? Tattered hats? Beer, dirt?
I don't know. Beer dirt. Beer dirt sounds like something I would not want. I would not want. I don't keep my... Oh, by the way, here's a new portal. Here's a new gel. For those who have not played this game already. This white gel, that stuff makes portals. Yeah, it's really useful. The internet also got a real kick out of it for about maybe 10 minutes for about 10 minutes. Because that's what the internet is wont to do. Just make really dirty jokes about about shit. What the fuck? Because of course the internet does make shitty jokes about, well, that. Frankly, you should not be surprised that the internet made jokes about a white gel that you touch, and especially when your character is a female. Like, that joke kind of makes itself. I wish it didn't, but it does, and I'm very ashamed of you, all of you. Shit. Okay. Birds aren't evil. Most of the... Birds aren't evil. Most of the time. Note I said most of the time, because I have met some outrageously evil motherfucking birds. The one that comes to mind the quickest is, are some birds that are the friggin' pelicans that live around here. I live in New Orleans, and I live around the Mississippi, right around where the Mississippi River is. So we get lots and lots of seagulls. Problem is, seagulls are bastards. Like, you ever wanted a bird that is just 100%, that is just a piece of shit 100% of the time? Then go get it. Then go mingle with fucking seagulls. Because trust me, they are bastards. They're bigger bastards than most any other creature that I've ever had this misfortune of ever interacting with, aside from other humans.
Welcome to the Enrichment Center. Since making test participation mandatory for all employees, the quality of our test subjects has risen dramatically. Employee retention, however, has not. As a result, you may have heard we're going to phase out human testing. There's still a few things left to wrap up, though. The bean counters told me we literally could not afford to buy $7 worth of moon rocks, much less 70 million. Bought them anyway. Ground them up, mixed them into a gel. And guess what? Ground up moon rocks are pure poison. I am deathly ill. Still, it turns out they're a great portal conductor. So now, we're going to see if jumping in and out of these new portals can somehow leach the lunar poison out of a man's bloodstream. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Let's all stay positive and do some science. That said, I would really appreciate it if you could test as fast as possible. Carolyn, please bring me more pain pills.
So yeah, that stuff you're rocking around it, that propulsion gel, the white shit. Yeah, that shit's poisonous. That's kind of great. That's scary. That's a very scary thought when you think about it. I don't know much about. I know a good bit about how bad some of the stuff on the moon is. For those of you wondering, moon rocks are deadly for a few reasons. One, nothing decays on the moon. Nothing. You know those boots from the lunar landing? Yeah, those are going to stay there for years. Decades. You were not getting rid of shit that came from the moon for a very long time. We're just covering ourselves with the fucking shit, too. Why not? Not like cancer is going to kill you. It's not like cancer kills you slow. That's like cancer kills you fast. Cancer's a slow, painful death. I should know. I had family members who had cancer. Granted, I also had family members who had HIV, but that's a completely different. That's a completely set of circumstances that are unfortunate. But that's not neither here nor there. Anyway, cancer's scary. Cancer's one of the few things I actively worry about. Shite! What the fuck? Cancer is one of the few things I actively worry about getting, because it's one of those things that you can never really prepare yourself for not getting. Like, you can do everything in your power to not get an STI or a cold or a flu, but cancer is because your cells decided they wanted to mess with you. They wanted to mess up in some asinine way. Like, perfectly healthy people can get cancer. That's how scary it is to me, I think. That nothing you can do will prevent you from ever possibly getting cancer. Like, all these people, all these things like 12 things that'll help you prevent cancer, and I'm like, that's not how you prevent cancer. You know how you prevent cancer? You can't. Cancer is a very deadly disease that that unfortunately hates human life. This is a very dark episode, and I've seen those notice. Whatever. And it's only been like 9 minutes. What the hell? I've been talking about like horrible shit for like 9 minutes. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm worried about that whole stupid new healthcare bill that's gonna probably not, hopefully not. That we don't know if it's going to pass or not. If it doesn't, I'll be less worried. But if it does, dear God. Like, I'm trying to get out of this country as quickly as I possibly can, and I'm finding that's increasingly harder than it should be. Like, I want to go to, I don't know what country I'd go to, preferably Canada, because there's less of a ceiling. There's also a ceiling of for me to not get in there. Also because they speak English in Canada and I don't have to learn another language so quickly. Shit, fucking hell. This stuff probably feels really disgusting when you touch it, doesn't it? Like, you ever touch a really disgusting feeling, you ever touch a really gamey-looking surface, and then just wonder, what the hell is this shit? Yeah, I imagine that's what probably this stuff feels like when you touch it. It's not pleasant at all. And it doesn't look pleasant to the touch either. Okie dokie. There goes my baby. She drives me with a rock and roll. She drives me crazy. How? Physics, that's how. That and blatant disregard for all looks and things and whatnot. You'd be surprised what you can do when you learn the tricks and trades of how a game works. You just learn to break it. There we go.
Alright, I've been thinking. When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back. Get mad! I don't want your damn lemons! What am I supposed to do with these? Demand to see life's manager. Make life rue the day it thought it could give Cave Johnson lemons. Do you know who I am? I'm the man who's gonna burn your house down with the lemons. I'm gonna get my engineers to invent a combustible lemon that burns your house down. The point is, if we can store music on a compact disc, why can't we store a man's intelligence and personality on one? So I have the engineers figuring that out now. Brain mapping, artificial intelligence. We should have been working on it 30 years ago. I will say this, and I'm going to say it on tape so everybody hears it 100 times a day. If I die before you people can pour me into a computer, I want Carolyn to run this place. Now she'll argue. She'll say she can't. She's modest like that, but you make her. Hell, put her in my computer. I don't care. All right, test's over. You can head on back to your desk.
So that's one of the biggest revelations from this game, that GLaDOS isn't really a computer. She is a computer, but not in the sense that me and you or anyone really thinks of a computer. She is what is known as a brain-mapped AI. Halo has something similar to this. They're AIs that have been taken from a human, whether they be willing volunteers or not, and their brains are mapped, the neural pathways are mapped, and they're made to be a computer. Now, whether the person is alive for this depends on the series. Halo, with its infiniteness, portrays this with the person having to donate their brain. Now, from what we've seen of what happened to Carolyn, that's what happened to her. Happened to GLaDOS. Someone stuck her brain into a computer against her will. by the way. And I think that's the big crux of what you do, what you shouldn't do with an AI. AIs are very scary machines because they have human-like intelligence, but none of the baggage of like regular humans. They don't need sleep. They don't need what every human being needs. And so to make an AI in a traumatizing way is a bad thing, in my opinion. I am all for the creation of artificial intelligence, especially like human-like artificial intelligence, if we can make them right. If we can program them to not kill us, then I think
I know things look bleak, but that crazy man down there was right. Let's not take these lemons. We are going to march right back upstairs and make him put me back in my body. And he'll probably kill us because he's incredibly powerful and I have no plan. Well, I'm not going to lie to you. The odds are 1,000,000 to 1, and that's with some generous rounds. Still, though, let's get mad. If we're going to explode, let's at least explode with some dignity.
damn right. I myself believe I have no dignity. I don't have much dignity anymore. Oh shit. But anyway, but I am all for the creation of artificial intelligences. Of course. Fuck. I'm all for the creation of artificial intelligences because I feel that's where human evolution... Well, not even human evolution, because that's not how evolution works. But I feel that's where human computing and human computing power is rightfully heading. We're heading to a world, hopefully, where intelligent AIs are the norm. Whether that's a good thing is yet to be seen. I think it's going to be a good thing. But then again, a lot of people also say I'm woefully naive. Which I probably kind of am. But if you don't do it, you'll never know if it's a good thing. And we don't know how AI are going to act when we finally create like the AI of like Halo or whatnot. You know, these smart AIs that can like do 1 billion calculations in under a minute. I mean, they're not really computers at that point when they start having human-like intelligence. They're artificial beings with rights and needs. Well, maybe not needs, but they have... It's an interesting thing. I'm of the opinion that if it can think like a human, if it has feelings, and it can be, if those feelings can be hurt, then that thing is human. No amount of computing power is going to convince me otherwise. Like, I don't care if I don't care if the thing was originally a computer, but if it can think, if it can feel, if it can live and breathe and stuff, then it's a human. Then it's alive to me. And a lot of people don't make that distinction, believe it or not. I think we should. Because it's an interesting question to ask, what is actually alive? Like, what counts as living? Is it having a brain? Because if that's the case, then why... But yeah, it's things like that that always make me kind of wonder and think and whatnot. Like, I've always questioned stuff. I've kind of questioned stuff like this for, like, years. That's the propulsion gel. And a lot of people, I guess, would kind of think of what I don't know. What I think about and what I dream about and what I talk about with people is essentially like what I think about every day is, you know, just what's alive, what's living. How do you even determine that? You really can't nowadays, can you? And I'm gonna leave you off on that note. and I'll see you guys next time.